This will surprise nobody, but pink hair, leather jacket. My favorite holiday is Halloween. Yeah, we got any Halloweeners in the building? Yeah. What did you dress up as for this last Halloween? Nothing. You wore that hat in here on the Thursday morning. So I'm on guard. So I don't remember what I dressed up as for the last Halloween because it was a very good party. Very good party. But Halloween has always been my favorite holiday. Always been my favorite. So a few years ago, it was ruined for me. I was at a costume party with my boyfriend at the time, and I caught him cheating on me at the party. Yes, I know.
God damn.
Exactly. Bad enough he cheated on me, but what was more upsetting to me was that he was able to cheat on me while dressed as Luigi. No one should be slinging unfaithful dick in a fake mustache. That's all I'm saying. I was dressed like Peach too, like Mario wouldn't have done that to me, you know? So how low was that girl's self-esteem? He had the hands on it and everything. I will say, I do hope that after the 3.5 minutes of mediocre sex that he gave her, because I know, I hope that when he finished into her angel wings or whatever she was wearing at the time, that he just made that little. I hope he did that. Because if he didn't, that's not the man I loved. Cheat on me, that's fine, but commit. You know? It's wonderful. I did go home for the holidays. Did you guys go home to your families recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the reaction that usually gets. There's a lot of ups and downs. So I went home for the holidays, and you wind up in those conversations with your relatives that you're not prepared to be in. So my family's from Staten Island, and I got these questions asked to me. Pauline, why do you do comedy? Your father was in your life. First of all, I'm their only child, so that's very rude. And I just wish that they would know me better, because even if I went to med school like they wanted me to, just by looking at me, I'm still going to get knocked up by a guy with neck tattoos. So, jokes on you, upward mobility is not happening. Second question I got at the dinner table, Pauline, why do you keep dating drug addicts? So picky, my parents. And I say two things to that. One, you raised me in Staten Island. We had an opioid crisis. Two, I just want what any woman wants, and that's a man who knows how to commit. I don't care if it's emotionally or chemically dependently. Like, you mean to tell me he stole a math book and sold it for a fix? What's he gonna do for our children? Passionate man, I do. But now it's cold, now it's winter in New York, so you guys are native New Yorkers, so you know that we get really bad snow, right? Yeah. So yeah, this is the time of year when the bears hibernate, and I also hibernate my feminism, and I'll explain. Like, everyone wants to be a strong, independent, we don't need no man kind of woman until the snow has to get shoveled. For every inch of snow that accumulates on the ground, you just see me deleting a Me Too post. I'm like, time's not up yet, right? Come over, bring a shovel. I swear, I have progressive friends that will knit those pink hats and take a bus to DC, but they won't shovel their Nissan out for 3 weeks. It's very conflicting messages. I don't know. I am trying to date more. I'm trying to be a little more explorative. Last summer I was dating this guy, and he taught me something about myself. I learned my new favorite sex move. I'm going to share it with you guys. I know some of you have tried it. You definitely tried it. It's when the guy gets on top, and he does this weird thing with his tongue where he tells me he has a girlfriend. You ever have that happen mid-stroke? That's a weird minute. To be fair, if he told me he had a wife, I would have came immediately. Because that comes with an Uber black home and some hush money. Like, you now have to pay my phone bill for at least 3 cycles, or I'm going to call you every night, bitch. That's going to work. It's 2019 and we still don't have time travel. Sci-fi movies lied to us. I'm not happy about it. I don't know what those kids are doing in those factories in Asia, but I don't need an iPhone 10. I need to go back and fix some shit. I will say though that if and when we do have time travel and they're like in that beta testing period, I hope they test it on men and not women. Yeah. Because men would do stupid shit with it, but cooler shit. Like stupid. Like I'll try right now. Like, sir, if you could time travel, what would you do?
Go back to the first night I met her.
Oh, dancing in this place. Go back to the first night you met her, and you wouldn't show up to the restaurant. That's actually very beautiful. I've never gotten a nice answer. I've gotten this from a guy though, and a guy that breathed of marijuana in the front row told me I'd go back in time and I'd adopt a dinosaur. I was like, okay, Shane, I don't think it matters what year we're in, and you can't fight a velociraptor. His friend next to him was like, nah, man, I'd go back in time and kill Hitler. And I was like, okay, boring. And then they look at each other, they look at me, and they're like, no, man, let's go back and kill Hitler with the dinosaur. That's a movie I would watch. My favorite answer I ever got, though, I was at a hip-hop show in Brooklyn. Guy in the front row, a rapper. I'm like, sir, if you could time travel, what would you do? And he looks at his entourage and he looks at me, because clearly they've had this discussion. And he's like, I'd go back in time and I'd give Harriet Tubman that good dick. To be fair, she's earned it. Forget comes around the $20 bill, give her her own ride on the Underground Railroad. Ladies, though, I don't care what answer you give me in real time. If we had time travel, we would only go back in time to, like, unfuck a few people. Like, we don't want the technology update to just delete a few files off the D drive. That takes care of that Tinder date when he said he worked on Wall Street, but he just delivers Seamless on Wall Street. Not the same thing, Trevor. I'll leave you guys with this. So, obviously, I'm killing it in the dating game. Nope. I do miss that show, Blind Date, though. Remember that show from like the early 2000s? Yes. Now, here's my question. Has anyone in this room ever actually been on a blind date?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who said yeah? How did it work out?
Incredibly boring.
Incredibly boring. Okay, I appreciate your honesty. It usually doesn't end well. But I will say, I asked that to an audience a couple weeks ago, and this one little Midwestern woman in the front raised her hand, and she goes, I've been on a blind date for 3 years. I was like, excuse me, miss? And then I looked to the left of her, and it turns out her husband is just a blind man. That's perfect. That's adorable. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Like, I've been on some blind dates in my life. I might go on one tonight. Because here's a little life hack. Any date you go on can be a blind date if you just show up, blackout drunk.